Welcome to Silver Bar Stacker, folks. I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying their Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday, folks, and we've got an exciting unboxing for you. Now, a lot of you folks who are watching this channel right now, you all are followers or subscribers of our friend Stack That Gold, or STG as you know him in the community. Now, STG recently shared a video of him doing some wheeling and dealing with some of his trusted suppliers, I guess you could call it, people that he buys from regularly. He thought, you know, let me offer you a great deal on some great pieces. Now, these great pieces that I speak of, and which you may have seen on one of his more recent videos, were tubes and tubes of beautiful Engelhard, particularly frosted back bars. Now, these frosted back variation bars are bars that I'm very, very keen of. I really like them as they are regular products here on the SBS website. Now, on the silverbarstacker.com website, we actually have multiple listings for different types of frosted back bars now, and there's a very interesting kind of nuances to pay attention to when it comes down to the frosted back bars. So I feel personally that they're kind of a little bit of a slept on bar, and you know, the premiums aren't too low on them nowadays. SDG was saying he was having a little bit trouble kind of unloading them, perhaps at any price that he was really looking for, which is why he gave them up at such a great price. But in reality, in my view, actually the recent kind of market value for these types of bars is actually quite high. So the people that are actually seeking them out must be paying a pretty premium for them, you know, but it may be hard to find that buyer, and that kind of, therein lies the problem with any sort of vintage collectible, is that the buyer pool kind of shrinks due to the higher premium that sometimes is attached with those bars. Now, these frosted back bars that I'm talking about are actually a little bit more of a I'm sorry for that abrupt interruption there, but I actually just got a call from the post office, and they're got a quite good relationship with them, and they told me that we got actually some express mail that had come in from Canada. So that's a very exciting thing, because that's about 60 ounces of Canadian bank bars. But we're gonna have to save that for another video. Let's get back into the video that we were actually starting here, which was our frosted back unboxing here. So we recently picked up a nice huge pile of these frosted back Engelhard bars from STG. He gave us a great deal in the form of a trade, where we actually traded some of these lower mintage, larger denomination, you could call them, or larger weight class silver bars. So we felt that it was a pretty even trade. I actually felt like I got a better end of the bargain there, because when it comes down to it, I feel that the smaller denomination stuff is a little bit more liquid than those larger bars. But I can understand, as a collector, somebody who wants to pick up examples of things that they don't have. Now, I'm super excited to take a look at this. The condition of this box, I feel, is probably not the way that STG sent it to me, because we got a little bit of jingle bells going on in here, and on top of that, we've got some sort of a essence coming off of this box, which I'm sure is not anything related to the contents of this, because I'm just expecting some silver bars. I'm not expecting some sort of a, not sure what this stench is coming from here, but on occasion I have been known to have USPS kind of mishandle my packages, and I feel like that might have been the case. It might have seen a bit of a rough journey on the way over here. So no fault to STG. I'm super excited to go ahead and see what we got in here. Now, you already know what to expect. It's going to be a huge pile of these Engelhard frosted back bars, and it looks like it actually fell out of the airtight capsule that he had actually put them in. Not the airtight capsule, but the tube that he put them in. So that's why we heard the clankety clank jingle bells here. But hey, don't we love that sound? We love that sound of clanking silver. So let's go ahead and just quickly see what it is that we got here. Now, as expected, they're going to be all frosted backs, but hey, if you watch my videos, you'll know that all frosted back bars are not created equal. So let's go ahead and see what kind of a slew of vintage frosted back Engelhard bars we got. Now, typically, these frosted back variation bars are going to be 800,000 minted. And one of the interesting things that I've been noticing is that there's another landscape variation pretty common for the commercial variation ones, and those ones actually have a logo back on the back, and those logo back bars have an estimated mintage which is actually lower, and quite a bit lower than these 800,000 minted bars. These 800,000 minted bars are actually going to be the highest mintage landscape variation Engelhard bars that exist. So it's supposed to be technically the most common. So this is what you would see most typically when it comes down to landscape bars. However, when it comes down to it, as of late at least, I've been seeing a lot more of the logo back bars, which are estimated at 500,000 minted. So 300,000 fewer of those out there technically in circulation. But yet I'm seeing more of those logo back bars on the market, and I'm seeing them selling at a slightly lower premium than the frosted back. It's not making a lot of sense, right? So mintage doesn't always just matter. You know, there's more to it than just mintage. Now, when it comes down to the frosted back variations, there are quite a few different variations out there, and if you have paid attention to my videos, or if you've browsed my website in depth, you'll find that, hey, there are some different letter prefixes to watch out for. Now, one that many people are aware of now, after perhaps watching some of my past videos, are the standalone P prefix. Now, if you paid attention to one of my deep dive videos on the frosted back bars, we saw that they started, actually, the earliest variation started off with that standalone P prefix, and that came with a gap in between the P and no gap in between the P. There's two different types there. Same with the PA prefix. Okay, so the earliest variations there are going to be your PA and P, a standalone P and PA prefix. Then they moved on to a PB prefix, which is a whole different set of bars. That's a 25,000 minted bar with a larger serial number. And then after that, we went to PC and so on. So these frosted back bars are going to actually be what predate the logo back bars, because they started with that standalone P prefix, and then they worked their way up the alphabet. So here we have a PF prefix, and we've got a little bit of an edging toner here as well. So notice how I said they started at P, then they moved to PA, then PB, then PC. Well, we're all the way up to PF. So imagine that. You got PC, PD, PE, and PF. So what I was thinking is we could go through all of these quickly and take a look and see what kind of prefixes we have, because that's something that would be fun to do. We got another PF. We got another PF. We got another PF. We got another PF. I'm just actually assuming we have another PF. In this case, we've got a PG. So, cool. PF, PG, EFG. Okay, so we've got a pile of Fs, a pile of Gs. What's next? PG. Let's grab two at a time this time. What do we got here, folks? Two PFs. Okay, and then we can even maybe look for sequential serials. That's another fun thing we like to do as vintage nerds. PF and PF, another two PFs. Whoopsie daisy. We just throw these bars around like it's nobody's business. Handle them without gloves. Who cares? PF, PF. We got a huge stack of PF bars, and it looks like STG gave me all of his PF bars. Now I'm mad about it. See, if I've got duplicates of the PFs, then I won't feel bad getting rid of PFs, right? That's how things work. All right, here we go. PG, PF. All right. We're down to just two different letter prefixes so far. PGs and PFs. Let's see if we got anything different here. Nope, PG and PF. Like clockwork. Let's see what else we got here. PF and PF. A huge stack of PF bars here. A lot of them have got some nice toning on them as well. PF and PF. And these right here, my friends, these are what, like $50 bars. Now, I did not trade them out at a $30 cost basis, but boy, oh boy, look at this toner right here. Woo-wee. Hard to see in the light here, but boy, look at that. That's a beauty right there. And that's a PF as well, and we got another PF here. So a huge stack of PF bars, some with some beautiful toning, some nice and clean. And here we go again, two PFs. Making our way through these pretty quickly and finding that we've got a huge stack of PFs now. Here I found something new. We got a PF, but then here on the right we got a PE. Alright, so we got the E, we got the F, we got the G. Let's go ahead and see the last two bars and see if there's anything. No, two PFs as well. So a pretty uneventful glance at the variation of letter prefixes we got here. There's nothing interesting as far as no standalone P's, no PA prefixes, no PB prefixes, no sort of inverted serials or any sort of oddities that I sort of noticed on this lot. But regardless, in my opinion, these 1 ounce vintage bars rather are very, very liquid pieces. And so I felt that, you know, the fact that I got a higher number of ounces in weight, in metal weight, as well as I got smaller denominational, smaller weight class pieces, means that regardless of the mintage, I feel that I came out ahead on that. And so I feel like, hey, now I'm in a position where I kind of owe you one, SDG. You know, maybe he feels that he was happy with that, with his end of the bargain, but I honestly feel that I also got a great deal as well. So I felt that it was a great trade. You know, I think what makes a good trade is both parties are happy with the outcome. So as long as STG, once he opens his contents, he's happy with the contents that he got, I feel that, hey, maybe it was a great trade. Now for me, I'm ecstatic to have been able to pick these up because I've got more frosted back bars. Now I was going to spend some time here going through all my frosted back bars and going through all the serial numbers, but hey, we've already done that on a past video, so go ahead and maybe check that past video. Why would I bore with that? Let's keep this video short. Thank STG again for the awesome trade, and I hope you enjoyed this awesome unboxing of a big stack of frosted back silver bars produced by Engelhard. And as always, as STG does not like to say, stack that frosted back. Oh, and if you haven't had a chance to yet, be sure to check out our social media landing page at solo.to/silverbarstacker. There you can find our direct website link, which is silverbarstacker.com, as well as our links to our other social media channels, such as this very YouTube channel, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our TikTok page, our Twitter page, and we also have the link to our Whatnot page, which is where we actually run our live auctions and actually also have all of these same SBS drops that we hold. We run those same drops on our Whatnot store, and we also have live auctions happening literally all the time. So the way that you can be notified about those auctions is to be following us there on whatnot.com/user/silverbarstacker. And we hope to see you there, folks. Thank you, and have a great day. Hey.